Hi guys, I hope everyone is doing great by the grace of God. In today's video, I want to show you the benefits of this dry grass and the cardboard in your garden. So please watch this video to the end and you have a lot to learn about these two things and how you can use them in your garden. This is where I dump my glass. Whenever I cut my glass, I dump them in here. I have a bed that I dump the glass that I'll cut inside. I have two places like that. This is one of them, and the other one is right here. So what I did, I have one close to where I plant my eggplant, and the other one is close to where I plant the pepper and the other stuff. So I want to get some of the glass and put it and all over, spread it all over the plant. Since the plants are grown now enough, I can just spread all this dry grass under the plant. I do this every year, so when the plants are growing, I take all the weeds under the plants and spread this dry grass under the plant. But before I put the grass, I make sure I spread the brown box, the brown paper like this. I mostly keep them over here too. So I just tear them out and put them under the plant before I put the grass on it. Yeah, I will show you how I do that. I have these containers that I use to carry the dry grass to where I plant the stuff. So those containers are really easy to carry. You can just bend them like this. Yeah, so they are very easy, especially when the plants are a little bit close together. It's easy to carry this container under the plants. So that's why I use those instead of using other thing like bucket or something else. I prefer using this, and they are easy to carry. What I do is that I use the hole to push the dry glass inside it. When it's full, then I'll carry it to the garden. Most of the dry glass, you see, have turned into black, and they look like compost because all this at the bottom is from last year. Sometimes I have more that I don't use all of them, or maybe I don't have time to spread all of them. So the bottom one is actually like compost. You see, it's very black. So this, when you dump it under your plant, they feed the plant at the same time preventing the weeds to grow. This is where I want to dump the dry grass. I have some of the pepper plants in here and the eggplant all over here, and the weeds are coming up, so I just want to take them out and dump the dry grass over here. Normally when the plants are growing, I use my hand to take the weeds out, either than whole, because I'm scared I'll cut the roots of my plant. And one of the reasons I always put dry grass under my plants is to hold the water down there in the soil so that the sun cannot dry it up. Even when it's sunny, it won't dry off. Then I don't need to water my plant every day. This is the cardboard I want to use. And if you have black like marker or anything print in your cardboard, you have to take that outside of the cardboard and throw it away. This is the back of the cardboard. I took all of them out, so this one will not go to my soil. I will dump them in the trash. So this is the part I want to use. It has no writing on it. You have to check at the back and the front. Then after you tear them into pieces. I'm gonna tear all this into pieces before I line them up on the soil. These are the pieces of the cardboard that are already tear. So I will put this on the soil. And this is how I put it. Just line them. You have to line them around the plant and leave a little bit space for the stem. Around the stem, when you line the pieces of the cardboard, make sure you leave space, just a little space around the plant. And when you line the cardboard, if you have two plants close together, make sure the other plant, the cardboard that you put in, is not too close to the other plant. As you leave in space around the plant like this, you have to do the same thing to the other plant. So this is how you do it. In between the plants, I have a big space. That's where I put the cardboard. So now, after lining up the cardboard, I want to put the dry grass on it. This is the dry grass I have. So just put them on the cardboard. That's all you have to do. Make sure you put a lot of the dry grass on the cardboard. By doing that, you're preventing the weeds to grow back. Also, the dry grass and the cardboard will turn into compost to feed your plants. The worms also enjoy eating the cardboard. So when they eat the cardboard, then they will make your soil so rich to plant. So these are the benefits of putting the cardboard and the dry grass in your garden. One, it prevents the weeds to grow back. Two, they turn into compost to feed your plants. And also, you don't have to water your plants. When you do this, you don't have to water your plant every day, because when it rains, the water get inside this grass and the cardboard is soak it out, and the water will be there for some days. I don't normally water my plants after doing this. Instead of watering the plant every night, I can just water them a day after or 2 days after. So with this, you have a lot of benefit to do this. That's why I want to show you guys. So if you are doing a garden and you cut your glass, don't throw them away. Don't throw your cardboard away, because they have a lot of benefit to your garden. These are the weeds that I took out from the garden before putting the cardboard and the dry glass. I just want to remind you again, don't throw these weeds into your trash. Keep them in your compost bin. If you don't have a compost bin, that's okay. Just put them somewhere. They will dry up, then they will mix the soil too. Thank you guys for watching me today. I always appreciate your time. Keep watching my video, share my video to family and friends. If you're new and you're watching me today, please subscribe to my channel and learn a lot about doing your own garden.